Support for this program is provided by Edison National Bank.
There's something special about embracing the history and the character and charm of a building that's been standing 100+ years. We're renovating an 111-year-old building in downtown Fort Myers. We're taking the existing structure and leaving as much of it in place as we can. We're implementing new pieces to it to bring it back to life. We're replacing siding, windows as needed, putting a railing on the front porch, replacing the back deck, putting a brand new metal roof on it. On the inside, we're gonna paint the entire structure and refinish the floors. Basically bring it back to life as best we can while embracing the character and charm that is there. Our history as a city doesn't go back as far as other places in the country. And so this house being one of the original houses in that time period is very special.
My connection to the house is a little unique. My grandmother owned the house from 1943 to 1979 and used the house as her residence for many of those years, as well as a boarding house. My grandmother purchased the house for $6,000 in 1943. And most recently, we purchased it for $285,000. So slightly higher than what my grandmother paid for it. This is, a piece of our family history. Although I only had about 10 years in the house before she sold it, it meant a lot. And we, as a firm, have been trying to move downtown, and this was just a great blessing for us to be able to do this.
From the standpoint also of a redevelopment of a downtown area, to have these different eras of architecture and building materials still represented, I think there's a tangible benefit to a downtown like downtown Fort Myers is in the process of remaking itself and really popping to life.
Each one of those buildings has a story to tell. And you feel it when you walk downtown, you feel it when you're inside the buildings. I know I feel it when I go into our property on Jackson Street. You feel the history, and everyone that goes through there also feels the history. And it would be just a travesty to see that kind of gem of a property torn down.
It went great. It took about 5 to 6 months to complete. We were able to do really everything that we set out to do, from restoration of the original heart pine flooring to keeping most of the original windows. We're touching really every surface on the property. We were able to restore the outside of the property to its former glory. Obviously, we brought a lot of life to the inside, and we're able to take some things inside and make them a little bit modern as well. So we really were able to do everything that we set out to do. The thing that's most striking about the house is when you first come in, the foyer opens to the stairs that you can go upstairs to offices and to the back to different offices. It's kind of a grand old style foyer that you don't see anymore. And probably the conference room with the old fireplace would be the thing that I would point to say that that's kind of the coolest element in the property to me.
We've had fantastic reviews on this. Almost on a daily basis, we have people stopping in, wanting to take a look at the building and have watched the construction of the building. So it's been really neat. A lot of the historic folks in the area really have been focused on the building and are excited to see it restored in the state that we did.
And I think it's actually going to sit as a testament to some of the really great history that exists in downtown Fort Myers.
Our goal is to kind of make this tell a story. And we want people to walk in this house and once they walk through it and after they leave to know a little bit about the Pavis family, a little bit about the Hendry family, a little bit about the attorneys who are in there, and a little bit about our firm too. As time goes on, I hope that this property's still here another 111 years down the road, that my kids and my grandkids or great grandkids will still be able to be a part of.
Every house has a story. Just embracing our history, having that building sitting there in the middle of the downtown area is a reminder of where things started and where the city and town have come from. It's good reminders to have right there in front of us. Instead of tearing down everything that's old, embrace it.
I hope we make our own history in this house. We think of history as the past, but we are all making history as we sit here today, and I hope that we're able to preserve this home. Hopefully we are preserving it so that it goes another century.
Support for this program is provided by Edison National Bank.